And we are back. Welcome to another episode of the prep series. I am 13 weeks and 5 days out from my first show. Loads of things have changed since my last video. So, first of all, let's go over what's changed. Now, if you watch my first prep series video, you will know I was meant to do a show in the Netherlands on the 24th of May. Well, that's not happening anymore. Reason being, the federation, which is IMBA, has moved to the show to April, and April is too early for me. I can't do it. So we had to change all the plans. Not only that, the Worlds in Budapest are now not on the 4th of July. They're actually on the 20th of July. And on the 6th of July, still in Budapest, there's the Natural All Stars, which is a show I really want to do. But I also really wanted to do the Worlds in Budapest. But I don't know how. I don't know how, because I would have to fly to Budapest on the 6th to do the show. Well, obviously on the 4th, to be there on the 5th and on the 6th to do the show, and then I would have to literally fly a week later to do the second show in Budapest. So I don't know what's gonna happen there. I don't know if I'm actually gonna be able to do the Worlds in Budapest, but I definitely want to do the All Stars. So here's the plan. So far, we have 17th of May, which is 13 weeks and 5 days out. PTA Naturals 2 in Birmingham. I'm very excited because when I did my first PTA show, there wasn't a natural federation, and I actually competed against assisted athletes. Now, I actually won that show, which got me to the British finals, but the British finals were absolute mass monsters. It was fun. I don't regret doing it. Absolutely, it was an amazing experience. But obviously, I didn't even place. The guys were literally monstrous. So yeah, really excited to do my first PTA Naturals. PTA Naturals is a federation. I was born in 2024, so the year after I competed. So yeah, in 13 weeks we'll do PTA Natural. Really excited for that. And then on the 31st of May, which is 15 weeks and 5 days out, I will do UKDFBA Heart of England. A show I am so excited to do, because this was my first ever show that I did in May 2023, and it's a very special federation. I have a massive sticker on my backpack from UKDFBA. It's my favorite natural federation. So they have been going through a lot of changes within the federation, and I'm really excited to compete there. In 2023, I actually did the British finals, which is where I got this trophy here. I was 5th in the whole UK, which, you know, it sounds it's like mind-blowing, because now my physique is so radically different. I am really looking forward to compete on that day. It's going to be the first time where I will compete as an open, because on my first year round I was a novice. Now, here's the funny thing. If on the 31st of May, UKDFBA Heart of England, I qualify for it and actually end up winning, I can qualify for the DFBA Global Cup, which, how fucking crazy would that be? There'll be people competing from the whole world, and I'll be representing Team UK. Like, if that happened, I'll be so happy. But that show is not sure. Now, if I don't qualify, I will likely find some show I can probably do in June. I'm not gonna do the whole June without doing at least one show. So rest assured that if I don't qualify, I will find something else. And then we move into July, so 6th, Natural All Stars in Budapest, and that's where I think my season will finish, because in all honesty, I just don't think I can fly to Budapest twice in a month. Simple as that. Plus, the 20th of July would mean stretching the prep quite a bit. So, yeah, I'm not sure what's going to happen. We'll find out in July. So, one of the purposes of this prep series is also to obviously document the whole process. And, people see natural bodybuilders stepping on stage, and they obviously have an idea of, the process they would have gone to. But what I want to do in this prep series is mostly talk about, mindset stuff. What is it that pushes me to do what I do, and on a daily basis, essentially, because people will know prep is hard, and they might think, why would you even do it? So I will give you my personal reasons, because if you are ever thinking of competing, your why, i.e. the reason why you do that, is the most important thing ever. Like, if your why isn't strong enough, you, one, probably will not get to the end of the prep. Two, and if you do, you will have an awful experience. So I genuinely believe that competitive bodybuilding stems from passion. I think passion is the most important thing. If you have a genuine passion for progress and bodybuilding itself and everything around bodybuilding, and bodybuilding is a endeavor that's about self-improvement, which is something that in my life has benefited me so much. I have ADHD, and therefore I lack focus, structure. My mind can be all over the place, and bodybuilding, ever since it's been in my life, has given me the structure that I always needed. And the moment I was able to canalize that structure into business, I was also able to build a successful business, something that I've always wanted to do. So I'm really grateful to bodybuilding for everything that it's given me in terms of how it's changed my mind and reframed everything that I believe in, and also the belief in myself, which I think is the most important thing. So I have a very special love for bodybuilding, not only because it transformed me from a very unconfident, skinny fat guy who literally hated his body, gave me so much, just training and eating well, sleeping well, recovering well, and do that better and better throughout the years has changed my physique massively. But as cliche as it sounds, it really changed my mind for the best. So I love bodybuilding, and even if I wasn't competing or stepping on stage, I will still be loving bodybuilding. Now, the competitive nature comes from the fact that I like being competitive. Whenever we play games, I'm very competitive, and I would say I don't like losing, but I can lose. I can lose pretty gracefully as well. But I will try to win. So being competitive gives you the opportunity to compare yourself with other individuals with the same passion, and therefore, just really see how good you are compared to the rest. And I feel like there's something special with that, because one, you're in an environment where you're able to connect with like-minded individuals. Like, when I go to shows, I generally meet people with the same passion as me, and we have great conversations, and we have a great time, and we support each other's backstage, and during the registration and and just enjoying the show in general, which I think is really special, especially because being an online coach, could be pretty lonely sometimes if you don't make connection outside of your office. And when I did my first prep, I was very outcome driven. I was just imagining myself just being on stage, and I was just really looking forward to that day. On my second prep, which was in the second part of the year in 2023, when I was going to the British finals, it was once again very outcome driven. I was just thinking of the finals. I almost couldn't wait for prep to be over because I really wanted to be on stage at finals. So I now look back and understand why I was like that. But this prep in 2026 is very different. I am very much process driven. Like, of course, we care about the outcome, which is the shows, but I am process driven. I want to enjoy the process as much as possible, because I remember just how enjoyable the process was in 2023, but I wasn't present enough to understand it. And when prep was over, I missed it. I missed it so much. Like the end of 23, I missed it. In 24, I missed it. In fact, in 24, I really wanted to compete again, but I wasn't ready. But I really missed it. So it was in 24 where I planned to compete in 2026, and for the whole of 2025, I've started working through a process of growing, cutting, growing again, pre-prep, growing, and then official prep. And this has really changed my physique massively. So I planned it about a year and a half prior to this moment. So now is that moment, and it's here, and it's about enjoying the process. So waking up early to walk and do the pausing and analyzing the pauses, and go through every training session with one objective, which is getting better, and eat my meals with the mission of eating the best food that I possibly can, that meets my macros perfectly, while enjoying the food, splitting the meals evenly in a way that doesn't make me feel hungry, and see my body change every single day and every single week essentially. So yeah, I feel like a man on a mission. So this is why the theme of this video is man on a mission, because if you want to have a successful prep, you need to consider yourself as a man on a mission. Realize that you are on a mission. Prep is a mission, and all it requires you to do is tick off the boxes to the best of your ability every single day, and just don't waste a single one. So my new morning routine involves waking up at about between 6:15 and 6:30. I will go for a walk at about 20 minutes. I will come back. I will do 5 to 10 minutes of mobility, and then I will do one posing round, which I will film, and then I will do a second posing round, which I will then take photos from, because photos will of course have like a better quality, but the video allows me to flow. So the video is about analyzing my flow, and the photos are about analyzing the actual physique. And posing is never been my strong area. So right now I have a posing coach, and I have, shout out to Matt the Butcher, my posing coach. You're a great mate. And obviously I have a bodybuilding coach, which is who is AJ Morris. Shout out to AJ Morris, best coach you can ask for. I'm learning so much, and it's a person I really look up to. So yeah, man on a mission. All I have to do is tick off all of these boxes. So what we're going to do today, today is Tuesday the 10th of February 2026, and on Mondays and Tuesday I actually do my client check-ins. Monday is the longest, we're about 20 check-ins, but Tuesday can also be pretty long. So what I'm going to do now, as I'm sipping this Monster, is I'm going to complete all of my check-ins, and then I'm going to have breakfast, and then another walk, and then after that I will actually drive to the gym and we're gonna do a push workout, and after that we're gonna do some more pausing and check the physique and what it looks like post push. So yeah, I'm gonna start doing my check-ins and I will see you when I'm making pancakes. Let's go. Welcome back. We are here to demolish our pancakes now, and I don't know if you've seen other bodybuilders eating pancakes on a diet. I'm sure there are, but you know, these while these are pancakes, obviously they're made with very healthy ingredients, and the macros are literally perfect. About 700 calories. It's just banana, flour, protein powder, yogurt. Very, very simple. There's a recipe in my channel that I shared earlier this week if you want to. Quantities are slightly different to fit today's macros, and I love them. One of the reasons why I love this dish in particular is because it has a mix of ready available, easy to digest protein, the protein isolate, but also a little bit of slow digesting protein. So you know, it's like 2 p.m. and I'm only having my meal one now, which is very late to my standards. Reason being, I had a lot of work to do this morning, a lot of check-ins, and to be honest, I just really wanted to eat when I finished all of that stuff. Today is just how it is. I tend to just think better and work better when I'm in a fasted state with my electrolytes and my coffee. So yeah, that just works for me. On top, I've just put powdered peanut butter, PB Feet, and some literally 0-calorie syrup. After this, I'm gonna go for about half an hour walk, and then I'm gonna drive to the gym. I'm gonna do a push session. So, my friends, I will see you then. The gym was pretty crowded today, so I thought I'm just gonna do a voiceover. Push usually starts with cable crunches, and as you know, it's a big area of improvement. And we then move into lateral raises. I do 2 sets of crunches and then 3 sets of lateral raises. Here I'm pushing 25 kilos. It's a recent PB, but I'm holding on to this performance pretty well. Set 2 and 3 were done with 22.5. I think I'm able to get 11 or 12 reps. And we move to the first press, or the first compound, which is the Prime Neutral Grip press. As you can see, loaded 3 plates at the top peg, which makes it significantly heavier at the bottom, because right now I'm trying to bias the length and range a hell of a lot more. This was actually a PB. I managed 9 reps with 70 kilos, and it's an all-time best, and really happy with that. Last week I got 6 reps with 75, but today I really wanted to challenge myself with 70 and get to a higher rep range. So 9 was definitely a success. I feel my back off set as well here, because I was able to do 65 for 11, and I'm actually really chuffed with this, because the difference is only 5 kilos in the middle range, and for me to manage 11 reps on this piece. So a big result. If you've ever used this machine, you know just how heavy it can be at the bottom. And the neutral grip really allows you to keep your elbows really close and really bias the chest as much as possible, utilizing the front delts the least as possible, and also utilizing quite a bit of triceps on the lockout. But yeah, really happy with this set. We move to the second compound where I've got 2 high incline on the Smith. Here I managed 9 reps with 2 plates. This Smith tends to be a little bit heavier than like other Smith, so I'm just staying at 2 plates. Usually I do one set that's a little bit heavier, 6 to 10 range, and then a second set a little bit lighter on the 9 to 12 range. But because I've got 9 on the first set, I actually kept the same way, and I managed 7 on the second set. So I just inverted the lighter, heavier set. The third and last compound of today's workout is weighted dips. I'm actually doing 3 sets of this, and I don't really want to load more than 2 plates because you can get pretty uncomfortable basically wearing the belt. Here we're trying to go as deep as possible. We're biasing chest and shoulders. 3 sets were done with 40 kilos for 10, 40 kilos for 9, and then I did 30 kilos for 11. So pretty successful result there. We move into then a fly press movement. So this is a fly, but as you can see, my forearms don't stay pretty parallel. They don't go too far out because I don't want to experience all the tension on my biceps essentially. So I really like this movement. I've aligned the dumbbells to my upper chest, and essentially the goal here is to bring the biceps together. Not so much the dumbbells don't actually join. It's the biceps that tend to join. They obviously bring that arm across. I do 2 sets of this. This was done with 32.5. Second set was done with 30, and I managed 10 reps on both of them. We then move into another lateral raises because the side delts is a big area of improvement for me, and I used to do this single, but honestly, to save some time, I'm going to do double because I'm still able to get my arm across. So if you notice here, when I'm going down, you can see that my arm is actually going across the body, which for some people can be a little bit uncomfortable because the calves will join together, but I personally really don't find it a problem. If it was a normal cable, I probably wouldn't be able to do this, but on this Prime multi-trainer, I'm actually able to get the job done pretty well. I film a second angle here because basically I just want to show you a little bit better how my arm goes across the body, because that stretch position at the bottom is very, 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 very important. So it's something that you can't really bias with dumbbells. So utilizing cable and dumbbell in the same session is a very powerful way to really improve the muscle. Try to push down, obviously, not much to talk about here. It's a normal push down. I'm using a thick bar that really helps me focus on the triceps a little bit more. Didn't even film the full set here. And lastly, we conclude with triceps. Again, this is a JM press where you tuck your elbows in, and it's basically like a skull crusher on the Smith. By now, my chest and triceps are literally so done, and so yeah, this movement is just about training the tricep from a lengthened range, and this Smith is so much heavier because it's not counterbalanced, so at the bottom feels so heavy. And now of course we get into the mandatory physique check post session. Every time I train chest, my back is very tight. Unless I train back as well, I tend to have a very tight back, so my lats don't tend to flare that much. But with this lighting, I was actually pleasantly surprised because I'm noticing more details in my glutes, more veins on my chest and shoulders, which I didn't notice at home, which is pretty cool. The surface I'm posing on is a little bit slippery, so sometimes it's a bit hard to keep the balance. But yeah, really happy. This is by far the leanest that I've ever been on this prep, and for being 1 meal in, it looks pretty good. And now post-workout time. If you come this far in the video, thank you. I really appreciate it. It was a really good session. To be honest, I wasn't expecting it. And I also say this, everywhere on social media, people will always show you like the best side. And whereas I can do my best to show you the messiness of my kitchen and never looking after my hair or my facial hair for this video. Maybe I should start doing that. Either way, push was very successful. I think one of the troubles with the lighting I'm using in the morning when I take photos is you can't really appreciate all of the details as well as when you are using like a bright light, like from the top, down lighting. And I think where I pose in my gym is very close to kind of what stage lighting is. When I was looking at my posing from today, which by the way looked a bit sloppy because that was literally my 4th round of posing today. It was very nice to see some veins and glute details that I didn't really notice this morning. When I came back, I had my rice prepared in the rice cooker. I had my chicken prepared in the air fryer, already cooked in advance. So all I had to do was literally steam in the kale for 5 minutes, and then everything was pretty much ready to eat. High carb, high protein, a bit of fiber. It's a post-workout meal. And another thing I wanted to say is, obviously when you see bodybuilders on prep in general, obviously you see them maybe just eating chicken and rice, or maybe fish and rice, cream of rice, oats. And don't get me wrong, that food is great, but ultimately one of the good things of just being in a game in off season and having done a prep, having done a fellowship prep, doing another prep, is just knowing what works for you and your body. And I can tell you, I do have oats in my diet and all the good things. I'm not using cream of rice yet, but I love just making pancakes, you know, like flour-based food. I think it's just also underrated. I think if you can make like protein pancakes, or I'm going to eat a man cake made with a little bit of milk, egg white, flour, protein powder, PB feet, a little bit of like spray cream as well. Like, it's gonna taste delicious, but when you look at it, it just doesn't look like an optimal bodybuilding prep kind of like meal. Like the pancakes didn't look it this morning, and it's just the good thing of the process is a lot of people think of prep as just pure suffering, but in reality, there's just so much enjoyment from it. I'm personally still in a phase where I'm enjoying food. Calories are very much comfortable at this point. I'm never feeling hungry. Cardio is not that much. I'm very lean. So starting this prep in a lean position was also very beneficial. Starting in December was also very beneficial. So give yourself enough time to be ready to step on stage. If you want to compete, like I said at the start of the video, think of your why first. Then don't rush it. Don't look for like the quickest prep. Don't start from prep. You should be starting from like a year prior, doing the gaining, the losing, the pre-prep, the gaining, and then the prep. This will prime your physique like so much better. I am actually really glad I didn't compete in 2025. I'm just so glad I didn't, because in retrospect, I just wasn't ready as I am now. So I'm very glad I made the right decision. Either way, Molly made a shepherd's pie for dinner, and once again, who the fuck eats a shepherd's pie on prep? But it's just mashed potatoes, minced meat, and vegetables. But it's a shepherd's pie, you know. So we just made a healthy version, and bless her, she's already tracked all of the food, and all I have to do is just go on my fitness pal and copy dinner like I did this morning, and that's how me and Molly support each other through our own fitness goals. If I'm cooking, I'm gonna track dinner and she can copy. And if she's cooking, then she will track dinner and I can copy. And then at the start of the day, I will track dinner and I will track the rest of my food in retrospect. And in the morning, I already know everything I'm eating today. So I can prepare and I can just eat it. I don't have to stress about it. Because thinking about what to eat, constantly going to a shop, it's so much fatigue and decision fatigue. And that, my friends, also affects your physique. So I really hope you took something useful from today's video. Man on a mission is another mantra of mine. It's 13 weeks and 5 days out today. It's a mission every single day, counting down while enjoying the process. And I'm sure there's going to be obviously harder times. Prep is never easy, but passion and your why bring you forward, and my why is strong enough to keep me going, because I'm genuinely so excited to just compete again. I don't even give a shit about winning. I just want to compete again, step on stage, just do it again. So yeah, until next video, subscribe if you want, and thank you for watching. See you later.